says your jokes seem conversational, which I guess that ties into your rhythm. Your song is your conversational
Yeah.
style. So, with it being more conversational, do you have a writing partner that you talk things out with?
No, I'll try them sometimes with just for my friends. I mean, I don't have someone specifically,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll call comics and be like, the guy that opens with me, like Brian Bates, like me and him talk a lot. I'm like, is this funny? And then I'll say it. I kind of know before the joke ever hits the stage if it's funny or not. I've like thought about it enough, and the older you get, the longer you do comedy, you can tell when you're like. I've never been a guy that I don't throw every joke on stage. I would see a lot of guys do that. When people would always be like, I remember going on the road, we'd do like a show and then we'd go do some other like local show and they're like, oh, I'll just do this new stuff I've never tried. And I never understood that because I was like, I just did all my new stuff on the stage. Like
Mm-hmm.
I never have just like 20 minutes of jokes sitting on the sideline. Everything that I think of is out there. Maybe there's new ideas I haven't put into play yet, but it's not many. I mean, I don't have like a surplus of just, I don't have a book of just 50 ideas that
Right.
I've never tried. Everything that I try, everything that I come up with, it's either I'm trying to put it in my act at that moment or it's gone. Or like I won't do it again. Maybe I think of it again later on. But like I don't just sit and have this stuff like sitting on the sideline. Everything I put everything goes up there. And to keep stuff conversational, a great way to do it is to either do like when you do radio interviews and you got to be funny during radio
Yeah.
interviews. It's a great way, like when they tell you got to do your act, like be funny, like that's you're trying not to do your act straight up. And then also just tell it, see if you can put it in a conversation with some friends and stuff. Great way for it to learn to be conversational. So you don't just sound like you're just doing your stand up, like, at a party. You just kind of like try to like, it's basically like you're telling someone, hey, is this funny? And then you kind of tell them and then see what their reaction is.
Yeah, I've heard you even say you'll kind of talk through jokes like while you're doing dishes and stuff. Just in passive time, you'll also kind of be working out
I
a
think
joke.
about it all the time. Like if
Yeah.
I have a new joke, I'm constantly, it's running through my head. And so when I take it to the stage, it's almost already been done in my
Hmm.
head 100 times. So it's not like I'm not totally reliant on the audience. And I'll put it in like the middle. I open with a lot of new stuff. Like I'm a big like with I have an hour. Now doing an hour. Uh, I open with usually new stuff because I'm just so excited about it.
Hmm.
That's something you got to do when you start headlining and do an hour. You sometimes got to move stuff around because you get tired of some stuff, and so then you need to put new stuff in front of that, or you got to leave a new thing towards the end just so you're excited to get to that end.
Yeah.
So you're not because your energy will change once you get past the new stuff. Then you're just kind of like going through the motion.
Hot breath.